guys, welcome back to another stretch, and today I want to show you what I do to get closer toward my splits go. So I've been wanting to do a split since forever. I was never really flexible. I just started stretching, like I always just loved stretching, but I was never like a stretch pro. But recently I set myself the goal to finally do a split. So each day I challenge myself to do some stretches in the morning and some stretches at night. And usually to get closer towards my splits, I do a couple of stretches or some stretches that I would like to show you today so that we get closer together to our stretch. I always start my stretches with a stretch to the ceiling. So just stand hip distance apart or whatever feels comfortable for you, and then raise your arms over your head and just stretch towards the ceiling. Have a nice stretch. I love this. It's so amazing to stretch your entire body. And then I love to grab my right hand and bend over to the right. This is also a really nice stretch for your side body. Open up everything. Even though this is not really for splits, it's an amazing stretch. And then go back up, switch hands and go to the other side. Oh my gosh, this feels amazing. I love it. Alright, and go back up. And now we're ready to go into our split stretches. So the first stretch I like to do is to go into a small lunge. I show you from the side. So put your right foot in front, your left back. So, and make sure that both feet are showing forward. And then I love to bend over my front leg and try to get as close to the floor as possible. You can also have a block or a pillow for support if you don't get that far, or you just grab onto your shin. It doesn't matter, you know, this is all part of the journey. So just bend as far down as possible, and you will feel a nice stretch. Oops, you will feel a nice stretch on the back of your leg, your hamstrings. And it's really important for splits to also have loose hamstrings. I always thought it was all about the hips, but actually the hamstrings are a pretty important part as well. So I like to hold the stretch for like 30 seconds to a minute. Breathe deep into it. And then switch sides. Reposition yourself and get down. So this side is not as tight as the other one, so I can go down further. But don't overstretch, just go as far down as your body allows you today. It may be different each day, you know, your body is different each day. Maybe different each time of the day. So in the morning you're a little bit tighter, and maybe in the evening you're more flexible. So don't judge, just go with what your body allows you to do today. Alright, and then get back up. And now grab a towel or whatever you have handy, maybe some kind of band or anything, and meet me on the floor. So now stretch one leg out, lay all the way on the floor, grab your towel and raise one leg to the ceiling. Wrap your towel around your foot and then stretches toward the ceiling and gently pull the leg towards your upper body. This again is also a nice way to open your, to loosen your hamstrings, also to stretch your hip flexors, and to lose your hip in general. Breathe deeply into the stretch. It's totally normal if your leg starts to jiggle. That just means your muscles are working. So sometimes my legs juggle or jiggle so badly that I can't really hold it anymore. Alright, and now switch your legs and put up the other one. Make sure that the leg that's stretched on the floor is straight, so this gives you an even deeper stretch. Feels so amazing. Goes all the way down to your butt. Breathe deeply into the stretch. All right, and release. And now you can sit up and sit in a butterfly position. This is also really amazing to open up your hips. You can grab your feet for more stability, and then you just gently press down your knees with your elbows. Maybe bend over a little bit. Just see how far you can come today. So I oftentimes lose my grip on my feet because I'm sweating so much. You can also paddle your legs a little bit to loosen your hip. And it doesn't matter if you're like far out or if you're really close to your body. Just make sure you feel a nice opening in your hips. Alright, and then close your legs like you would close a book and get into the frog position. This means you get on your knees, but a little bit wider than hip distance, or as wide as you can get, so that it looks like a little frog. And then get down on your forearms, or as low as you can get. You can also stay on your hands, it doesn't really matter, but again, feel a nice stretch in your hips. And just breathe into the stretch. It feels so amazing. Alright, and now that you're all warmed up, you can go into your first half split. Don't be discouraged if you don't get as low as you would like to. For me it's sometimes a little bit hard. So here I can already feel that my legs are really tight, so I don't go any deeper right now. But just go as far down as you can go. And just hold and breathe. You can also support this gap that you have between your body and the floor with a yoga block or some pillows, and then you can just sit nice and upwards and enjoy the stretch actually, even though it's not that enjoyable. So for me right now on this side it's like really whew, it hurts. And don't overdo it. If you feel like you have enough, just switch sides. Alright, and I always like to end any stretch I do with a forward bend. So just extend your legs in front of you. Deep breath in and out, fold over your legs. Again, feel your body, breathe into your back, into your legs. It's so amazing. Alright, and get it back up. Ooh, I can already feel my hips. Alright guys, I hope you like my split stretches. I can't wait to see your progress. I will definitely post mine. I'm challenging myself to do these stretches every day, at least twice. But I know life gets in the way, so sometimes I probably won't get it in and other days I will. So no beating up myself or yourself there. I'm glad you tuned in and I can't wait to see you soon for another stretch. Bye guys! Mwah.